Welcome back to Wipeout 64. This is part 5 of my Wipeout 64 Let's Play. In this part, I'm going to be playing the Super Combo Challenge mode. In previous parts, we've done the race challenges, weapon challenges, time trial challenges. So the last mode is Super Combo Challenges. And I need to make sure that my controller settings are correct. For some reason, it seems like if you don't check those controller settings in the menu, they don't actually get applied. So you can see the 6 medals for race, time trial, and weapon challenge mode. Getting 18 medals, they can be any color. Bronze is good enough. Getting 18 medals unlocks the Super Combo Challenge mode. And I mentioned previously in a video that if I were to open the time trial menu now with medals displaying, that would cause the game to freeze up basically and crash. And I've just learned that the same applies to the Super Combo Challenge mode. So I'm not actually going to be able to revisit any of these. I'm going to have to keep the medals that I get the first time I play. So let's start with Super Combo Challenge 1. The combo here is a combination of the weapon mode and the race mode. So the goal is going to be to finish in 3rd place and then get a designated number of eliminations. On this first one, it's just going to be 1 elimination for 3rd place. We're going to be on the Dyroness track, which is fairly basic. Starting in Venom class as usual. And with Team AG Systems, sort of like the easy to control ship. And they really like the combination of Dyroness and AG Systems. It seems like there's been one of those in every challenge mode. And the available weapons will be the Electro Bolt, the Mines, Lock-On Missile, Quake Disruptor, Rockets, Thunder Bomb, and the Shield Raider, which is AG Systems' super weapon. And the way that these weapon icons are flashing, I'm pretty sure what that indicates is that the Cyclone mode is turned on. And Cyclone is something that you unlock for clearing the weapon challenge mode, and that powers up all of the weapons. So that means it should be easier to get eliminations here than it was previously, but I will also be more vulnerable to being eliminated myself. And AG Systems is actually the ship with the lowest shield, so it probably is not going to be an issue here in Venom class, but later on it might become more of a survival challenge. So my strategy here is going to be to make it to the front of the pack and then worry about getting eliminations. Because I might get some... Yeah, see, you can see I took a lot of damage already, so I'm going to have to hit the pits. So I might get some eliminations along the way. There you go. That's all I need. But my thinking is that when I move to the front of the pack, I'm going to start passing lapped cars, especially in the higher classes where there are more laps in the race. And those are going to be easy targets for eliminations. Saying the word elimination a lot of times is going to be trying. So I might start saying kills instead. Alright, no need for a pit stop yet. And I just need to gain 1 more place. If I can gain 1 more place and 1 more elimination, then I could get a silver medal. But coming in first with only 1 elimination is still only going to be a bronze. I took every one of those mines. I think mines are going to be a big threat in this mode. Don't need to pit because it's the end of the race. So that as you can see, that was a second place finish, but because only one elimination, it's only the bronze medal. And that was fairly simple. The first challenge, first and second challenges, really, the ones in Venom class so far have been pretty easy to complete on the first try. So I'm going to create a save state because we've now got crashes back in the mix. And move on to challenge 2. On the Sokana track, this is one of the trickier courses, so I'm actually kind of glad to be getting it out of the way early. It's got a big jump in it. Still in the Venom class, like we always are for the first 2 challenges. On Auricom team, which is the perfectly balanced stats. And the weapon is the, I believe it's called the Energy Pulse. This is the super weapon for Auricom, and it's like a charge shot. So the bronze elimination target has now increased to 2 destructions. So we're going to need to go for 2 along the way. And the fact that there's only one weapon type means that that's going to sort of simplify it, so I don't have to think about whether I should drop weapons or waste them or anything. And unfortunately, I got a crappy start there, so I'm going to have to catch up a little bit to start the track. Alright, so you can see I'm charging up this energy ball in front of me, and that was a direct hit on that guy, but 1 usually isn't enough to do the job. The only weapon that really is good for a one-hit kill seems to be the minigun, and that's only available with the Feisar ship. Alright. Got a couple bumps in there, and then hit him with the charge shot. And the enemies can damage each other as well, as far as I know, so not necessarily only me doing damage. And I'm starting to get the hang of using this charge shot. So even though I've met the bronze target, no reason not to keep going for eliminations. That was not my elimination. The Quake there finished him off. They're dropping like flies this time. And that must be the effect of the Cyclone power-up. The way that everyone is going down a lot faster. We're down to 11 racers from 15 already. And I've taken 3rd place, so now I just need to finish the race to pick up that bronze. Guys usually aren't too good at catching up to you unless you do something really atrocious. I'm going to take the pit stop just to be safe. And this track is much easier to drive in Venom class here compared to previously. We've seen it in Rapier class, and I think even once we saw it in Phantom class. And at those higher speeds, this can be a pretty tough track. But here in Venom class, I'm having no problem with it at all. Not even really using air brakes. Flipped around that little jump turn. I could just get one more elimination. I think I'd have a silver, but I don't think I'm going to catch anyone. Coming around this last curve. That was my chance, and I missed it at the end there. But first place and 2 eliminations is good enough for the bronze, and that's all I'm going for. And let's save state this before I forget. Challenge 3. As usual, we move up to the Rapier class. We'll be on Terafumos. I don't remember exactly which course this is. And back to the AG Systems team. And this time we are just using the Shield Raider. So once again, it's super weapons only. And this weapon limitation, this actually only affects me. So you'll see that other ships can get shields or mines or missiles, and you probably noticed that in the previous race as well. Once again, the elimination target has increased, so we need to get 3 to get that bronze medal. And wow, you need to get 8 if you want the gold medal, so that would be pretty intense, I think.
Welcome to Terafumos.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, nice fast start. And this will be a 4-lap race, as it always is in the Rapier class. Alright, so I think that the strategy with the Shield Raider is supposed to be you shoot the opponent, and then that reduces them to essentially 1 HP. And then from there, you ram them to finish them off. But I'm actually kind of moving past these guys too quickly to ram into them. Although, I think I got an elimination without even noticing, as I went over that jump maybe. Either way, I still need one more. And I need to survive the race as well, which can be difficult with AG systems because of its very low shield. Alright, we're racking up the eliminations now. It's easier than I thought it would be. You can see I'm just sort of bumping them off after I hit them with one of the Shield Raider projectiles. And I need to remember to take the pit stop as I come around this time. Alright, now I'm in range to get this silver medal. If I can move up to second place. Got 2 more laps to do that. And the other way to kill them with this weapon would be just to hit them with 2 Shield Raiders, which is what I did to that last guy. And I'm going to hit the pit stop here to be safe. And there's a lot of mines being dropped. I still need to move up 2 places. I took the turn wide because I needed to get away from those mines, but ended up throwing me off and hitting the wall, so gotta make a lot of ground here. Race is almost over. It's the last thing I wanted to do. And I haven't been picking up any Shield Raiders, even though it seems like I've been passing over the items. Alright, that was a good photo finish. I actually got the 8 eliminations that would have been necessary for gold. So if I had had fewer wall hits there, I think I could have got the gold without much difficulty. And let's just update that save state. Move on to Challenge 4. As usual, Challenge 4 is in the Rapier class. We're going to Qoron 4 on the Feisar team with the Electrobolt, Mines, Missile, Quake Disruptor, Rockets, Thunderbolt, and Minigun. So this is basically the same weapon set as that first event was. And the goal is back down to Destroy 2, which with the minigun play I don't think is going to be very difficult. As a matter of fact, getting 2 eliminations in a single minigun deployment is not unusual at all. And I think this might be the track that is mostly a straightaway. Yeah, it is. I remember the giant teeth. And I almost got 4 eliminations in one minigun. Alright, so I'm at the goal now. And just need to move up in the ranks and stay alive. Not sure why I got slowed down so much there. I guess the Electro Bolt was still affecting me. Just gonna play it super safe here and take a pit stop. And I'm probably going to drop any item that isn't Mines, Quake Disruptor, or Minigun. Unless I have an immediate lock on like I did there. There's really no reason to take a pit stop there. And that guy had a shield up, so there wasn't any way to attack him. They're off just passing. Don't want to hit too many of those mines. Let's see if I can take down 3rd place with the minigun. Not sure. I must have got hit by rockets or a missile or something like that. I'm not sure why I slowed down so much as I came down that hill. Now we're in good standing. If I can pass... See, that was a back marker. That wasn't 2nd place. But if I can pass one more car, then I could definitely get the silver medal here. I'm lapping everyone now. There's only 7 cars left on the track. These are all the back markers I'm passing. Oh, there goes 2nd place. Maybe that was... one of those was 2nd? Ah, oh, I hadn't hit the wall there. Alright, well, it would have felt good to get silver, but 7 eliminations in bronze is going to be good enough for me. So just like race mode, we're moving through these pretty quickly. And I've got to update that save state. Alright, so for the final 2 challenges, we'll be in the Phantom class. Machaon 2, this is a course that has a lot of turn sequences. In the Qirex ship, which is definitely the hardest to drive, and will be locked into the... don't remember, let me just quickly double check what this weapon is called, so I can say the right thing. This is the Power Snare. Which is the Qirex super weapon, and it creates like a wall on the track. And I'll need to get 3 eliminations to pick up that bronze medal. I think this one's going to be pretty tough. Qirex is hard to drive. This is a tricky course, and the Power Snare, I don't even know if I've ever gotten an elimination with this. I think just figuring out how to drive this course with this craft is going to be the first challenge. Took me quite a while to get a hang of this track in the Auricom, which is what a few of the other events or challenges had you doing. So you can see there, that's I did manage to catch that guy in the Power Snare, but it's not a one-hit kill. And I'm moving so fast I couldn't even get into the pit stop in time. So just like with the Shield Raider, I might need to try to ram them after they hit the power snare. Alright, that one actually wasn't my elimination. I'm not sure what happened there. He may have knocked himself out by hitting a wall. And it does not go very far in front of you. Right, that one went down out of sight. Had to slam on the brakes there to get into the pit stop. But I'm not doing well in terms of race position, which is to be expected with all these ugly turns that I'm taking. So the AIs out there are taking each other out, but they're taking all my targets off the course too. I'm gonna hit the pit stop, don't want to risk dying. And the pit stop really doesn't slow you down all that much. Man, that was a good hit with the power snare, but I can't slow down to finish them off because it really drags them back. Which I think is probably the idea behind the power snare, that it slows the opponent down more so than the other weapons. Which probably makes it a good special in race events. But for this, where I'm really focused on getting kills, that was not a smart time to use it. And I need to gain 4 places by the end of the race. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, and I need to get 2 more eliminations still, actually. Got that guy with a snare, but again, 1 hit's not good enough for the kill. Alright, so that was quite far off from where we needed to be. The race, I think I'm starting to get the hang of driving the Qirex on this course, but using the power snare to get kills is definitely going to be tough. So let's just focus on trying to get 3rd place for now, and then we'll worry about the eliminations. And I need to go just real early on the air brakes for all of these turns, and just sticking with the inside air brake, trying to basically drift around the corners. Alright, that guy finished off the target that I'd weakened. And I think that I was a little bit too far away there when I tried to use the snare. Throw one down there. Hit the pit stop. And these are all these consecutive snaky turns where if I mess one up, it really throws off my timing coming into the next one. This guy one more time. Alright, so that was 2 power snares and I rammed him. And that time, that was an AG system ship, so because of their low shield, I think I was able to take that one out with one power snare and a ram. So we've got just one elimination to go, but definitely gonna be tough to catch up. And if I could just ram this guy, I think he might have already taken 2 hits. That looked pretty cool, but I'm not sure how I did it. I think I'm gonna start needing to use some double breaks on some of these turns. Oh, that guy had a shield up. And I'm gonna take the pit stop here, play it safe. Alright, I think I got that guy with 1. Let's see if I can get him. I'm gonna have to catch up to him to get him again. Alright, that was a little bit of an improvement. We moved up 1 place from 6th to 5th and got 2 eliminations that time, but still pretty tough.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm still really overshooting a lot of these turns. Qirex just moves very fast and it doesn't have much grip. Ah, the mine placement was unbelievable. The way that you get like a string of mines in this game instead of just like a single banana peel like you'd have in Mario Kart definitely makes them a pretty devastating weapon. They can totally cut off your racing line, and by the time you see them, there's usually not much opportunity to react. So it's a pretty weak start so far. I think I'm just going to restart this one.
3, 2, 1, go.
I think I hit someone with that power snare, but I didn't actually see where it deployed or who it hit. Alright, there goes that AG system ship, and it might end up being the case that I kind of have to keep an eye out for those AG systems targets that are a lot flimsier than the other ships. That guy kind of helped slow me down for the turn. See, that's a case where there's hardly anything I can do to get out of that string of lines. And I'm going to take a pit stop to be safe. think that one missed. Okay, I think I hit that guy with 2 snares. If I could hit him one more time. Gotta wait till his shield goes down though. And I've gotta keep up with him too. No, that wasn't enough. That wasn't my elimination. Looks like he hit a mine that someone else put there. I'm just gonna keep ignoring these mines. I think it ends up slowing me down a lot more to hit a wall than it does to just chunk through a bunch of mines. I think I might have missed. And I managed to fly off the course there. Pretty rare occurrence. But I'm closing in on 3rd place. It's just that I don't have the eliminations. Well, even if I was able to take that guy out, wouldn't be enough. But, as I said, I'm focusing on racing, so I got up to 3rd place, and I'm feeling better with the course now, so I need to...
3, 2, 1, go.
I kind of feel like I need to get lucky with the eliminations. This is feeling a little bit like a roll of the dice at this point. Don't really have the strategy. So you know when you see the Qirex ship, it's going to be a tough challenge. I think that this proves that once and for all. These have all been big sticking points while making it through the game, piloting this ship. So this time I think my strategy is just going to be to throw up as many of these snares as I can. Every time I pick one up, put it down. Alright, that guy took out a lot of mines for me. Hit. Usually if I'm at 50% or under, it's a good sign that I need to pit. Ah, shoot. Couple bad turns in a row. So far, this strategy of throwing them down as frequently as possible does not seem to be panning out at all. I thought I was going to hit the inside. I overcorrected. Well, someone's getting eliminations. Not me, though. there's one for me. But we are on the last lap, and even if I am able to, I don't even really want to pass this guy. I really need to take him out. Oh, someone else in front of me got taken out. But still doesn't give me the eliminations I need. So same result as last time. Third place, one elimination. My lap times are getting a little better. So let's give it another go.
3, 2, 1, go.
And I didn't get any item there, I guess because, yeah, someone else probably took it right ahead of me. I think that the items do take a second to regenerate if one of the other racers picks them up. I'm getting a few hits here, but not as many as I need. That guy shot a missile back at me. I said missile, just like the voice says. Alright, there's one. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's getting wrecked. All these mines. So pit in. Throwing up all the snares I got. Oh my goodness, these mines. And that wasn't my elimination, even though I heard a couple of snares hit. You'd think the power snare would have like a snare drum sound effect. Bad use. I shouldn't have thrown it up at that guy that had his shield up. And there, a couple guys were taken out by each other with the mines and quake. Makes me think there's probably not anyone right behind me anymore. Okay, that snare got one. I didn't even see where it was. See, if I can take this guy out in third place, that would put me in third and give me the elimination I need. But he's got a shield up. I did catch him with one, but I'm not catching him on the track. Alright, there's my last elimination, but I need to get to third place, and I don't think I'm going to do it. Oh, that's disappointing. Ah, there we go. Another perfect photo finish for you. That time, instead of getting the last second kill, I got the last second pass. Alright, I was worried that that was going to be another hour on that challenge, so I'm excited to get it completed. And we're just crossing our fingers that the last challenge is not in the Qirex. I think that would be really sadistic if they put you in that again. So let's make a save state, and then we'll take a look at what the next challenge is. Alright, Klies Bridge, a nice simple short track, and we've only got to get 2 eliminations in the Phantom class, of course, in the Auricom ship, with the Electro Bolt, missiles, Quake Disruptor, rockets, and Thunder Bomb. So only normal weapons this time, no super weapons, but I think that that arsenal is going to be plenty to get 2 eliminations.
Welcome to Klies Bridge.
3, 2, 1, go.
If anything, because of the short length of this track, it's probably going to be a pretty crowded race. And that could make it easy to get some eliminations, but it could also mean taking a lot of hits from enemy racers. So probably the earlier I get eliminations, the better, because it's going to take my opponents off the track. Alright, there's one down. Got jammed up on that wall while I was trying to take a shot. And I think I got that guy by pinching him against the wall, which is pretty cool. There goes another one. Yeah, you can see it's really, the super weapons are actually, again, except in the case of the minigun, the super weapons are really more challenging to use than the normal weapons. Which does make you wonder a little bit about the balance of the game. But now I need to actually get into 3rd place. And I've only got 2 more laps to do that. Probably needed to take a pit stop there. Nice little elimination. Alright, dropping like flies. Only 8 left in the race. See if I can pass 2. Oh no! No! I got jammed up on the wall there. Going too wide. Okay. Well, luckily, 3rd place, or 4th place must have been miles behind me. So, picked up the 3rd place with a ton of eliminations, as would be expected on such a short course. And once again, not having the super weapon really just makes it easier. So that takes care of the super combo challenges. And again, you know, it's really those middle challenges that have always been the hardest. And I think that the developers probably didn't realize how difficult the Qirex ship is to use. Or it could have been something that they adjusted the balance of for the North American release of the game. Because I know that the metal targets are different in the European version, and the ones that I saw, at least, I looked at the time trials, and those were all easier in the European version. So it could be a case where they mess with the balance somehow, or they just didn't realize how hard it was to use that one ship, because that was really, if you go back and watch the rest of the videos in this Let's Play, it's always those Qirex challenges that I get hung up on. Everything else has been fairly straightforward, but of course I'm only going for the bronzes. So getting the golds, I think everything would have taken a lot longer. I can't even imagine the Qirex. So, well done. You've qualified on all the super combo challenges. Can you get a gold qualification on every challenge? Well, really that should end with a question mark, not an ellipsis. But again, if you're watching this and you would like to see gold medal runs, leave a comment. I really can't promise that I'm going to be able to do that just because of the difficulty. But I'd like to give it an attempt if that's something that people want to see. just be aware, it might be kind of painful to watch. But I think the race challenges and the super combo challenges might be fun to do golds on. The only problem with the super combo is going to be that bug that prevents me from revisiting them. But with the race challenges, the weapon challenges, I can revisit those. So I don't know what that unlocks if you do all golds. I'm pretty sure it's not another mode or anything like that. We've pretty much seen all the content of the game, and we can see all, it's 24 medals that have been unlocked. And I don't know that there's really anything else that I want to demo. I think that's going to wrap up the Let's Play for now. So thanks for watching. Thanks if you watched the stream, if you're watching this on YouTube. Check me out at ghouls_r_free on Twitch or YouTube. And Wipeout 64, yeah, I mean, just give a little review. I think it was a really fun game. Some of the challenge targets were a little bit frustrating, and the control mechanics of the ship, where you've got to drift into everything, that took some getting used to. But towards the end of the game, as I started to get a hang of it, especially with the Auricom ship, I think, it really was feeling satisfying to pull off some fast runs of tracks. And it's something that, if there were a traditional single player mode or more choice between ships in which events you did, that I would probably spend more time on. But because this game has sort of this weird single player mode that's just based on these challenges, it doesn't give you a lot of freedom in terms of what you want to play, what combinations. So you can always go to the single race mode and do that. And if I was playing on N64 back in the day, I definitely would do that. But you know, these days I've got a million games to choose from. Basically, this isn't the only arcade racer I've got, so it's probably not one that I'm going to revisit a lot unless I end up doing those gold medals. So I might do another Wipeout game next. I'm not sure, because I think the other Wipeout games are all going to be a lot harder, and they might not be as suitable for Let's Play. Redout is another game I could do. I've been playing that a little bit, sort of inspired by Wipeout and F-Zero. That's a really good one on PC if you haven't checked it out. I think it's on Switch too, and probably on PlayStation as well. But the downside of that would be it just has a really, really long single player mode, so it would be a many, many hours long Let's Play. So I'm not sure it's perfect for this format. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer would be another one. I could play the N64 version of that, or the PC version. That's another one that's a lot of fun. So if you want to see any arcade racer Let's Plays, especially from N64 or PlayStation or Sega Saturn, let me know. And that wraps it up. So thanks again for watching.